Alright, so recently I found this really cool 3D design on Thangs of a Balrog from Middle-earth or Lord of the Rings. I thought to myself, do you know what would be even cooler if I could turn this into a lamp? And what better time of season to do this, you know? To try and create a lamp out of this bust, I had to tweak the design a little bit, just open the back so that I can fit an LED inside of there. And I printed the head in a clear filament, just a clear PLA filament. And I also made sure to print it hollow, because you don't want to see all these structures and things on the inside once there's a light in there. But with the stand, I was too lazy to 3D model a hole straight through it so that the cabling can go in there. So I'm just going to have to use a soldering iron to melt a hole into the stand. Alright, so I created the holes in the stand and on the little back piece that goes onto the head, or at the back of the head. Now, in order to have the effect that I have in my mind that I want it to look like, I'm going to have to cover up a certain parts of the head, like the flames and certain details and the eyes and the nostrils. And to do so, I'm going to use tape and press stick. But first I'm going to put a layer of masking tape around the flames. I'll leave a link in the description below where I found this 3D design. Honestly, this is a really awesome design. Like, I love the little tiny details and all of the textures and things, and it makes it a lot more fun to paint. And I believe there's also a full body one available as well. And once there's enough coverage on the flames, I'm going to use the press stick and just fill up all the way to the edge of the flame. I'm also using very tiny little pieces and then just filling up the nostrils and the eye sockets. And I'll also be adding details on the horns because I want the light to shine through slightly throughout the horns, just like the Balrog that you see on TV. I really want that effect. And now that all of the press stick and coverage is done, and I'm quite happy with it, I think we are ready to start painting. So I'll be using my airbrush again because it makes things so much easier and it gives such a smoother finish. First, I'll start off with a paint spray. I'm also going to leave a little card in the corner of the screen to show which color paint I'm using at that stage. Because it's a clear filament, I'm going to have to do quite a bit of layering on the first layer just to make sure that we block off as much light as possible, because I only want light to come from the flames and from behind the head, if that makes sense. Using the same color, I'm also going to do a base coat on the base just to make it cohesive. Alright, so now that I'm happy with the amount of base coats there are, and it's nice and dark, I'm going to use a brown just to highlight where the glow is going to be. I did the same thing for the base as well, just a slight glow around the pillar. And I must say I am really liking the effect so far. Alright, but now that the brown base is on, I'm just going to use a toothpick and my nails and slowly going to remove all of the press stick and the tape. I really like the way it looks so far, so I'm going to do a coat of red now, just to enhance that glow of flames. Alright, now that there's enough red, I think we are going to start with a yellow. It's like a golden yellow, and do the rest of the flames and highlights in the mouth and nose. Everywhere where you think that there should be a glow of flames, put it there. But also leave a little bit of white left on the tips of the flames, because you want that transition to be from dark flames to the brightest, hottest flames. Alright, and now to switch over to a paintbrush, I'm using the same yellow, and I'm just going to do a light dry brushing on the base, just to highlight those intricate details and those textures that I love so much. This will also give the illusion of a bounce light coming from the flames. And I'm going to use the same dry brushing technique on the head as well. And for that last satisfying touch, I'm going to do another dry brushing coat, but this time with white. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to give it that extra glow, so that even if the light is off, it still looks like this Balrog is on fire. I really did enjoy painting this bust. It was honestly one of my favorites to paint. I think it's because of all these details and things. I'm a sucker for detail. But it's a lot of fun, and I encourage you to try it as well. We don't normally celebrate Halloween here where I'm from, so I thought this would be my sort of a tribute to the Halloween season. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or any questions, please leave in the comments below. I tried taking a video of the Balrog being lit up by the LED, but the camera did not pick it up nicely. It just looked like a raging ball of light. So I had to take photos instead. Sorry about that.